Hey guys, thanks for watching. I have a little bit of a different video for you today, and the reason why I'm filming this video is for accountability purposes for myself. So, for those of you who don't know, Sephora has a huge VIB sale twice a year. I think one is in April, it's in the springtime, and the other one is coming up in November. And so for the VIB sale, I think it's like 15 or 20% off for an entire weekend. So it's really a great time to stock up on some makeup and skincare products. However, I was talking to my friend Smags, and I found that I just have a really hard time using up some of my products because there's just so much new makeup coming out every day that I want to get my hands on that sometimes I neglect some of the other makeup items in my collection that maybe I loved at one time, or I literally got and just didn't use a lot and it got pushed to the side because of the new stuff. So Smags and I were talking, and we just decided to kind of do our own little Operation Hit Pan is what I'm gonna call this. And this isn't like a new thing that I made up. I've seen people do like Operation 10 Pan or something like that. But Smags and I decided to hold each other accountable for our Operation Pan products. And so we are challenging ourselves for the month of October to not purchase new makeup, although that new Anastasia and Mario palette, I definitely want to get my hands on that. However, we are challenging ourselves not to purchase boatloads of new makeup and to pull out some of our older makeup and just strictly use that for the month of October in hopes that maybe we can hit pan or use up some of our older products in order to bring in the new stuff. So I just want to share a few of those items with you guys, and let's jump right in. I'm going to start with eyeshadow palettes. So my first palette is the Lorac Pro palette. I got this, I want to say maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Everybody was raving about the Lorac Pro palettes, and I mean, they're great palettes, but it's something that I purchased. I mean, I used it a lot. You can see that I've hit pan on this mauve shade, but it's just not a palette that I reach for. I have so many other palettes, and I would say that my favorite shadows are Makeup Geek, so I tend to reach for those more than anything. But this is a palette that's just kind of been brushed to the side that I'm going to challenge myself to use this month. My second palette was actually limited edition, but they ended up making it a permanent collection item. And this is the Laura Mercier, I think this is called the Artist 2 palette. And it's a beautiful purple and tan eyeshadow palette. And I mean, it's really great for every day, and I used it for a long time and I loved it. You can see I hit pan on Fresco, and I'm pretty close to hitting pan on Sparkling Dew. I used a lot of African Violet, and this was an eyeshadow palette that I used a ton when I first got it, but literally, like, I just don't reach for it. Like, I don't know that I've touched it in a year. So Smags also has this palette. She has her own items that she is going to be doing Operation Hit Pan on, and this is one of hers that she's going to be working on also. Face primer. This is actually a repurchase. I love the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer, and as you can see, I mean, I'm almost done with it, and that's why it's like, just use it up, Kelly. Like, use it up, throw it away, get another one. But I've gotten so many sample primers that I've just been rotating my primers out, and this one, I mean, I've had it for a while. It's been almost empty for a while, and I just wasn't reaching for it as much. So I'm definitely going to be able to finish this in October. This is also a repurchase, and this is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. Now, you can't tell because I used it, so I shook it up, and it doesn't look empty right now, but it's less than halfway. So this is a repurchase. This is my Holy Grail foundation. I'm in the shade 3.0. I love it. I will repurchase it, but I also want to get a stick foundation, and I kind of have a pretty large foundation selection going on right now. So I told myself that before I could purchase another foundation, I needed to use one up. This one's almost gone, so I'm going to be using this bad boy for the month of October. Now I have something that I use every day, and it just will not go away. And that is my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is the only bronzer that I use. I do have another bronzer from Makeup Geek that I've tried out a couple times, but this is the bronzer that I've been using every day for For like 2 years, I've hit major pan, but I just can't use it up. And I mean, this is something that I use every day. So although it's in my Operation Hit Pan video, like, this is something I already use every day, but I just can't seem to use it up. So I'm really gonna try this month and see if we can dig into those edges. Next is a blush, and it is by Benefit Cosmetics, one of their boxed blushes in Rockateur. I used this blush non-stop when I first got it, and I still love it, but I just haven't been reaching for it lately. I've gotten a few new blushes in my collection. My collection's growing, and this is something that just kind of got pushed to the side. So I decided it's a perfect fall blush. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. I'm wearing it today. So I've decided to pull this out. I'm gonna use it every day for the month of October, and hopefully hit pan. I don't see the pan yet. I don't see it yet, but I'm hoping to hit pan. Now this is something that I'll probably never use up completely, and I'm totally fine with that because I love it, but it is my Becca Cosmetics collaboration with Jaclyn Hill in Champagne Pop. There is a little itty bitty dent there that my brush created, but this is a beautiful highlight. I'm wearing it today. It's definitely a favorite. I don't know that I'll ever use it up entirely, but I do have a couple of highlighters in my collection that I rotate, and I've decided just to focus on my Becca Champagne Pop for the month of October. Then I have 2 different kinds of lip products. One I didn't bring with me. It's actually at work, and I've been wearing it all week, and I left it at work, but it is ColourPop Cosmetics Ultra Matte Lip in Trap. It's a beautiful, I'm wearing Malibu today by Kylie Cosmetics, and it's similar to Malibu in the sense that it's like a beautiful, like, mauve-y grayish color, and I actually used like half of the tube. I used it a lot when I first got it. Lippies are something that are super hard for me to use up because I have so many, but I decided it's a great fall color, so I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to use it and hopefully, maybe, possibly finish it in the month of October. The second set of lippies are my NYX Butter Glosses. This one is in the shade Angel Food Cake. I have Creme Brulee, Tiramisu, and Angel Food Cake. I think I have a couple others too, but my 3 favorites are Tiramisu, Creme Brulee, and Angel Food Cake. I actually have Tiramisu at work and Creme Brulee in my purse. Angel Food Cake is a beautiful, like, My Lips but better shade, but I've had these butter glosses for a while, and I used them a ton when I first got them a couple years ago, but then I got into more of like the matte liquid lip look, so I'm pulling them out for October. I'm gonna put them over Trap and hopefully, perhaps, use some up. Those are the products that are in my Operation Hit Pan. If you want to do this challenge with Smags and I for the month of October, list the products down below that you're going to try to use up, and hopefully we can all make room for some new goodies once the VIB sale hits in November. Okay, well, my camera battery is about to die, so that's all I'm going to say. Please don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.